we are going off the rails. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show dedicated to Disney and tangents. I am your host, Frank, and joining me alongside on this ride today, we have Jackie Gailey.
Hello there.
We have Denny Sunderly.
Hey there.
And we have Rhino.
If you're Frank, can I still be Garth?
Yes, you can. And I realized I want to stop calling you saying joining me for this ride. I want to say passengers on this train include
that's nice.
Jackie Gailey.
Oh, yes.
Denny Sunderly.
Choo-choo.
Rhino. As before this episode started, we were talking about over-sexualization, and Jackie's just like, oh yes.
It's like that scene in Scott Pilgrim where he realizes that Brie Larson had been one of the exes was with his ex, Brie Larson. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh no. Now, okay, we are going to get this show started, but before we do, I want to remind you this is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content and you want to support us, please consider booking a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. It costs you no extra money, and you get the support of one of the awesome Dreams Unlimited Travel agents. So head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today for a free, no obligation quote. Now, we are continuing our admiration series that we started in Magic Kingdom, and we are taking it to a different kingdom. So we're moving from kingdom to kingdom. Bingo. We are moving from kingdom to kingdom, from Magic Kingdom to Disney's Animal Kingdom. I know it's quite the leap, and let me explain why we're doing it. It's not like it matters to you. You don't care anyways, but we're just doing that because ultimately Epcot is still kind of in disarray, so it's a little bit harder to do that park. We'll do it once it's finished up a little bit more, and we'll do 4 episodes on each of the different worlds that they have. We'll probably have to split World Showcase in 2. There's a lot happening in there.
That's for sure.
That is for sure. And then also we could have done Hollywood Studios, but I just, I rolled a dice this morning, a 2-sided die, and someone called it a coin.
Coins.
That's exactly what I did, and it came up Animal Kingdom, so that's why we are moving on to Animal Kingdom. And in this first episode, we are combining 2 different lands together, and it is going to be the Oasis and Discovery Island. I mean, they're one and the same anyways, I feel like, when you really break it down. So yeah, we're gonna go through both of those lands, and of course talk about the attractions, dining, shopping, and if we miss out on stuff, you know what? We apologize. We're not perfect. Nobody at this table is perfect at all.
That's for sure.
You said it too aggressively.
Okie dokie. Let's get things kicked off in the Oasis. And we're going to start with number 1 on our list. And this is an attraction. And it's called Oasis Exhibit. Roam tropical garden pathways, home to exotic animal exhibits. And some of the animals you could see, maybe the Babarusa, the spoonbill, anteater.
Yep.
He's an anteater.
He is an
Wait,
anteater.
Is that anteater or man-eater?
Anteater.
Anteaters are so cute.
And you can also see there's black-necked swans. There's an iguana. I have to look at I took pictures of him just the week before last, so I need to look up what kind of iguana he is. But there's all sorts of things back in there, and you would never know it. If you're just trekking through to get on with your day, you're not going to stop to see the little Babarusa, who looks like a cute little warthog, and, who is fairly active. So guests can stop, kids can see him, and it's really cool.
It's really cool. It's like, it reminds me of the Point Defiance Zoo back home. And then we had the Woodland Park Zoo that was just a little north of Seattle. And between those 2 zoos, Animal Kingdom hits the spot for us when we want to see live animals and in their habitats and just to stand there and watch them. It's always shady in there too. So it's a nice spot to just sort of meander through. And I always love seeing the flamingos. So when you first aren't they?
Yep. There's spoonbills and flamingos right there.
Right there in the front. Yeah.
Years ago they had baby spoonbills.
Yeah.
And so they built because the parents had built the nest like right up against the fence. Cast members came in and bumped the fence out and around the nest of the baby spoonbills and kind of put up, hey, heads up, this is going on here. So, guests could kind of see that something special was happening. And it's a rhinoceros iguana. He was just laying there, not doing anything, but it was cute.
So, Rhino, what do you think about animals?
Animals?
Yeah.
The best is crackers.
Okay. The front animal kingdom animals?
They're fine.
Okay.
It's not an area I'm really stopping and hanging out. It's a nice entryway into the park, though. I don't know. Sometimes I see the anteater, but not much else. Sometimes there's some macaws or whatever, parrots. I got really excited about the parrots.
You really did get excited about the parrots. That's okay. I know you're going to be getting excited about our number 2 on the list. We're at our first restaurant because that's all that's part of the Oasis. Coming in at number 2, we have Rainforest Cafe. And again, this is a show about being positive. And so I will give it up to Rainforest Cafe for making an environment that kids just freaking lose their minds about. And I know this as being a child coming to Walt Disney World and making our parents take us to Rainforest Cafe. And, as an adult now, I'm like, wow, it's so loud and noisy and there's not, but something every time those like rainstorms would happen, the thunderstorms, and you get sat in a good area next to actual animals and stuff. There's something really, really special about it. While the food might be overpriced, the experience might be a little bit overwhelming for some people. There is something about it that is just also very endearing in that way.
For sure.
My kids loved it.
Mine too.
I mean, lock, stock, and barrel. And it was entertainment and it was time. And sometimes you're just so exhausted. It's just nice to have a little air conditioning. But here's another cool thing about this Rainforest Cafe location is you can get to it either from the park or from outside. Like you don't have to have admission to be able to go in and enjoy Rainforest Cafe. So
yeah, I love that part of it because when you go to Animal Kingdom, and you're right there. If you're just going to eat at Rainforest, you feel like you're still there, and it's really cool. My daughter wanted to celebrate her 8th birthday there. That was her top pick. So of where to go. So I used to let the kids pick sometimes, like if we were going to go down for the weekend, I'd let them pick where they wanted to go, and that was her top pick for.
I mean, it's their birthday; they should get to pick.
That's right.
Even if you don't like it, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Right.
If you let a kid pick where they want to eat, the best that could happen is you get to have Pizza Hut buffet. In my opinion.
Ooh.
God, I wish.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Does that still exist? It doesn't anymore, right?
It's got to exist somewhere where they still have the buffets because the Pizza Hut that we had on 535 that was across from the Disney Springs entrance and Palm Parkway, Turkey Lake, all that Pizza Hut got destroyed, and now the Starbucks is there in that place, and they moved the Pizza Hut down closer by the Wawa in that plaza, and that's like a small, tiny location. So no more buffet there, but yeah. Okay. So if it's a normal size Pizza Hut, an old fashioned one, I'm sure they still have the Pizza Hut buffet. Anybody
that's got the building still, I feel like now is the time to bring that back because of that whole nostalgia thing where I'm like, I think it's one of those things where I was like, should I open a Pizza Hut franchise?
You should.
Can't buy a house, but I could open a franchise of a Pizza Hut.
You know what? And you have an employee that you can hire because
Will you run the reading club?
No, I worked at Pizza Hut.
Oh,
yeah. Did you really?
Yes, I was a pizza
legacy
singer. Yep, I worked at Pizza Hut for a little over a summer when I was in college, and I loved Pizza Hut. I ate a lot of it though. I'll be honest. Between the overeating during college and then also eating the entire summer, as they're like, oh, we'll accidentally mess up this pizza, and we get to eat it all. It really catches up to you really quick.
Yeah,
but I am if you wanna own a Pizza Hut, Rhino, I will be employee number 1 with you.
Great. I'll come and eat the buffet.
Into it. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah,
please do.
the buffet was super popular. I didn't really work a lot of lunch shifts. I usually closed down the house at night, but those lunch shifts, they were stressful because you're constantly trying to circulate new pizzas for that buffet. Insane. Insane.
I worked for Godfather's back in the day.
Did you really?
I did. I was a shift supervisor. I worked there for 2
She
years.
used to break people's legs.
For the Godfather.
Yeah.
I just said,
We gotta-
you
Fun
got to
fact.
tip them all. You got to tip.
Ours, the one I worked at
numbskull.
had a buffet though. They had a lunch buffet there.
Oh, okay.
And-
I'm on the Pizza
yeah.
Hut website right now. Don't worry.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good. Perfect.
Oh my
Before
gosh.
the end of this, Rhino's going to be a franchisee owner. And
Congratulate me at the end.
Yes. There you
We
go.
got Jackie with her Pizza Hut. I mean, if right here, it feels like we got 2 people who have Pizza Hut thing.
I would totally.
Jenny's got
come and
Maitre D
eat.
written all over.
Oh, I would do
Yes.
it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I like that. That's how you will class up your Pizza Hut, by calling the host a maitre d'.
Maitre D.
I'm not sure what it means, but it sounds fancy.
It does.
I'll be it.
It was that or MC.
I like the maitre
Either one.
cheese.
The Maitre cheese.
Maitre
Oh, this is why this is a successful
That
idea.
is perfect.
Nothing
I got to get
could
those
go wrong.
old giant red cups
Oh,
of Coca-Cola.
It's got to be the whole thing. It's got to have the like,
And the lamps.
slice thing. Yes, the lamp.
the-
Yeah,
the
it's got to have
Tiffany,
the booths
yeah.
everywhere. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Red
everyone
vinyl.
wants a booth. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure they're all ripped.
Yes.
Slightly, just
At
a little
least.
bit.
With a little duct tape.
And then
With love.
seal them in.
We
Yeah.
had ones that had little jukeboxes.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we also had Papagino's, but that was a regional pizza thing that did the same thing.
Yeah, then you have to have the claw machine that's out in like the waiting area that
In
it's
a
like
little arcade.
the toys never actually change out, so
Yeah.
there's just a layer of dust over all of them. And
You can see the one where the
Yeah.
claw just keeps scraping the one part of it. It's just like one clean spot on one of them.
Oh, the beloved 80s.
My uncle was a franchisee, a franchise owner of Pizza Hut for years and years. So it's in my
Guys.
family. It's in my
There you
blood.
go.
Okay,
Done.
are we doing this?
Yes.
Are we doing this?
He did. He owned it. He was the manager. He ran the whole thing.
That is it. Seals the deal right there.
I can't believe that this just dissolved into us. Basically, I right before I moved to Florida, I used to
open a
sketch out
pizza
designs for a pizza place, and I was like, someday, is that dream coming true?
It might very
Yep,
well
Jacksonville,
be.
Florida. It was in Jacksonville, Jackie. You
Oh
could go to my
my
uncle's old Pizza Hut.
See?
I'm taken away. We can end this conversation here. Thanks for watching Off the Rails. We're now owning Pizza Huts
That's it.
in this
I
company.
mean,
Yep.
wow. Where dreams come true. Right here.
Guys, I think we're doing this. Okay. I'm on the blog right now. It's
I mean,
okay.
Do it. Do
It's-
it.
I have a little bit that I can invest, so it's
There you go.
we don't need a savings.
Yeah, I'm
No.
serious. I'm just using that
Nasdaq,
down
what?
payment I had for the house, and guess what? Pizza Hut.
There it is.
Yeah.
We got to call it
so
something
good.
else. Well, no, it's got to be franchised.
Yeah,
Could you live there?
Could I live? I'll live in the hut. In the top
Yeah.
part, the hat.
Yes.
I always call it the hat.
You could put a hammock up there. Kind of. It could be like the
Dogs
tree house.
could deliver the pizza to people. Get little things, put them on their
Yes.
back like little horseshoes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
The daddy saddles. You've seen those, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Those nightmares
Listen,
things.
and
Those are
we're
real
gonna-
things. Google it.
We will be Pizza Hut owners who finally take back kale from all the health food eaters because the buffet has to be lined with
That's right.
kale.
It does.
So I believe that's a trivia that prior to the kale craze, the number one purchaser of kale was Pizza Hut just for the
Really?
buffets.
Wow, fascinating.
Yeah,
Because you would always fiend it in the produce section of the grocery store.
yeah,
too.
but no one knew what it was. It's like
No.
it was another
Looks
substance,
like spinach
but
gone bad.
Yeah.
Like spinach with a wrinkly, like a curly hair day. That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like if you crisped up spinach, it would be like,
Yeah.
and then made it taste like butt.
Yeah.
okay. Disney World. That's where we're at. Walt Disney
There's
World.
never been a Pizza Hut at Walt Disney World, I don't think. Well, actually, now I don't know, so I've spoken too soon.
Second.
Not yet.
No.
I stayed at a
No.
Holiday Inn at Disney Springs,
Okay.
and they had a Pizza Hut
Express.
Express. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it was.
Okay.
And so you could get those little personal pan pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
kids
well, the movie
loved those.
theater at Cinemark, that's what they do now. They have Pizza Hut pizzas. They're tiny personal ones. And this is why I'm back in a Pizza Hut pizza right now, is because I haven't had it for years. And now all of a sudden I'm like, man, this pizza is something
It's
else.
so
Guys,
good.
welcome to the episode of Off the Rails where we open a Pizza Hut.
Listen,
Yep.
I love Pizza Hut original crust. I mean, it is
Yeah,
like
was so
it's
good.
almost like getting close to
Didn't they
eating
have a
deep dish,
mascot?
but without the nastiness of it.
Yeah.
What?
There was a mascot, a Pizza Hut mascot, and he was made out of the crust.
I'm not remembering that
Like
as
a
well.
Sure.
stickly fella, but
Oh.
pizza. I'm gonna Google it and send it to you. It's fine. I guess we can talk about Disney World still. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm on. I guess I'm like. I thought I was on the official PizzaHut.com, but it's PizzaHut.uk. So.
No, we're
okay.
not opening up a
Jolly good.
chain in Jolly England. We're not doing that. And that.
Isn't it?
In
Love.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so we probably need to talk about Walt Disney World, or we are going to get a lot of hate for this episode. So let's move on to number 3. Coming in at number 3, our first shopping, Garden Gate Gifts. I'll be honest, I'm guessing that's this little kiosk that's just sitting out front.
It's the stroller. It's adjacent to the stroller where you rent strollers and ECVs and things.
Listen,
so
you
phone
need
cases,
that. Yeah. You need it.
Yeah.
You need it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Random things are in there. A whole lot of phone cases line the wall.
You need it. You always need it. But I think we're going to leave it at that because otherwise we're just really pulling for strings here. We can go back to Pizza Hut. We'll pick up the Pizza Hut talk in the next episode. We'll give you an update as we go along with our recording day of how close we get to owning a Pizza Hut franchise.
Oh, I'm on it.
I mean, Rhino's going to be the number 1 owner. It's just we're going to be all the workers there. So when you wonder why the Diz went away, just know. Pizza Hut.
Pizza.
Please support us.
And next up after that, Hot Dog Hut.
Hot dog. No, here's the thing. You could that hot dog on that pizza.
You could make that could be the
Hot dog
drive-through.
pizza.
You got hot dog pizza.
Oh.
What'd you say, Jackie?
I said that could be the drive-through. They could drive through and get a hot dog.
Put the hot dog in the pizza crust.
Hot dog rolled in.
Oh my god! So like
dough.
like we would normally do with stuffed crust, but instead
we put
line
a
it all with hot dog.
So
around.
imagine like a pretzel crust
Like a
pizza.
2-foot
You get a hot dog. in there.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I mean, listen.
So then you eat the crust. You get two in one slice of pizza hot dog.
the stuffed crust is literally just you roll out the dough a little bit extra and then just lay all the mozzarella sticks around and then curl it over top. So you could easily just bend a hot dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm making
Genius.
this tonight for dinner.
Right.
I'm going to start the experiment.
Genius.
Yeah, but just don't use ketchup. It's the sauce for it.
Ooh.
Use mustard.
Yeah, no.
Mustard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like
A
that
mustard.
pizza you
yeah.
talked about.
I
My
know.
God! What if it's like? What if it's like a burger, a pizza, a burger, like a burger pizza that then ends with a hot dog?
Oh,
So it's the
What?
cookout, and we'll call it the cookout.
The burger
cookout.
pizza burger.
So like, that's why it's mustard. So there's like the burger. You know what? People do
Cheeseburger
burger
pizza.
on their
Yes.
pizza.
Oh,
Am
absolutely.
I not saying it right? Burger.
Burger.
It sounds
Beef?
weird.
Ground
So
beef?
many-
Is that
Ground
what
beef.
you're talking
Ground
about?
beef is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles, little pickies. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would
We had a
say
cheeseburger
relish. That'd
pizza
just
at
be easier.
Godfather's.
I was just thinking
No.
a regular cheese pizza because people have like. Remember, people used to have those hot dogs with like the cheese right through the middle.
Watch
Yeah.
what you're doing
Oh, I
there.
love.
We
Yeah.
have video.
Yes, I'm
We have
really
video
sorry.
watchers
Cheese
and
dogs.
video listeners.
I was being the cheese going in.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
am
did
so
not care.
sorry.
I did not
Cheese
care for
dogs.
that. We don't want to have to explain things to the kids out there. So let's just.
We've definitely lost all listeners at this
Oh,
point.
we absolutely have.
Look,
So
nostalgia.
Oh,
Wow. Look at that.
okay,
we need at
We were
least
just-
1,000, I think.
We were just kidding about talking about Disney World.
yeah. That's the Pizza Hut podcast. Clearly,
We were just kidding.
okay.
This actually be a great Patreon video
Yeah,
where we
it would.
just design and talk about the specifics into franchising a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like kind of the making of a murderer, but making of a Pizza Hut franchisee.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to move on to Discovery Island. And we're going to pick things up with number 4, our attraction, Wilderness Explorers. Become a Wilderness Explorer by completing challenges and earning badges as you work your way around the park. Interactive adventure at your own pace. Additional starting locations can be found on Discovery Island and in Pandora, the World of Avatar, Africa, Rafiki's Planet Watch, Asia, and Dinoland, USA. And honestly, Wilderness Explorers, it is of all like the scavenger style experiences that Walt Disney World has ever had, like what's the platypus? The one that they had, Perry, that whole thing, the
Perry.
World Showcase. What did I just say after
Perry,
it? Did I call it Harry? Harry the platypus?
Wait,
Harry.
Perry. We're talking about Phineas and Ferb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Perry?
Perry.
I said Perry. You said Harry.
Harry.
I'm pretty sure I
I
said
heard Harry like Harry.
I think
and
you
the
just have
Hendersons.
Hut on
Oh.
your brain.
Yeah, I think you're
that's
kind of
what it
still looking
is.
up Pizza Hut stuff right now. I'm pretty sure I said Perry, but I'm probably wrong with that as well too. But anyways, all the World Showcase adventures, they're cute and all, like they were fine. But I hope the DuckTales one comes to be one day.
Yeah.
But I think so many people have forgotten about that at this point, and with DuckTales getting canceled, that it's just that's gone and done with. But Wilderness Explorers, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's something that, you know, I still have my book from the first time that Kylie and I did it, and we took our Wilderness Explorer pledge, and we never finished. But like the next part is it's all still the same. Actually, we might have started it before Pandora, so we might have to get a new book. Yeah, I think it's a cute little special thing that it's completely free. It's just an add-on. It helps you explore that park and see parts of it that maybe you wouldn't have trekked to before. So win-win-win.
And when you have kids that are inquisitive about stuff like that, it's really fun. It's just really fun for them. It gives them a purpose and, you know, just to have something to do while they're there instead of just looking at animals. Some kids get bored with that kind of stuff quickly, and they're like, I'm bored. Can we, you know, do this, do that? My kid used to get bored easily at Animal Kingdom after we got through that beginning, you know, where the Oasis, after we got through there, they were like, we're bored.
Really?
What's next?
How long was it taking you to walk through that part of the park, Jackie?
Well, they wanted to take pictures of each animal, so they wanted to stand there. And if the anteater wasn't out, they wanted to wait there until he came out. So, like, it was a lot.
I don't know if you're doing the park the right way. I just said on a show the other day that there's no wrong way to do a theme park. But you know what, Jackie? You might have been doing theme parks the wrong way.
The gays could find it if there's one.
I like that they've added something that to just to add layers. I mean, well, there are already layers to the park, but just to acknowledge the layers. Because if you slow down, it's that slow down versus go get all the things done thing again. But if you've got a kid, like you said, who is inquisitive, who would love to stop and see, you know, the otters. What is cuter than an otter?
I
You
know.
get to see all of them do their thing. Like,
They're so cute.
It's great. And another cool thing that they have done recently is they have added in cupcakes that look like the different badges, the different Wilderness Explorer badges. And those cupcakes can be found throughout the park. And anytime that you involve a snack in something, I am for it.
Denny, do you have a picture of that? Any of them?
have a picture.
No? Okay, you'll have to go get one.
Okay.
So do it before this episode releases in 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so hurry.
go.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Sorry.
Bye. I'm sure you made dining reservations that you didn't tell us about anyways.
Did I?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm teasing.
No, I don't
I'm
have
teasing.
any. I don't have. Not today.
Not
I don't have
today.
to leave at a moment's notice today.
Frank happy about that. So
That is too cool that they do that.
Yeah.
That is real cute. Yeah. I love knowing that.
cool. Yeah. So I don't think anything else to say about that. And we'll get Rhino's opinion, of course. Wilderness Explorers, Rhino?
It's fine.
Okay.
Pizza Hut.
Fantastic.
It's
Fantastic.
good. Something fun, free for everybody to do that mixes it up a little bit.
Okay.
Sticker.
Stickers are involved in that. So,
Stickers.
and just a fun fact for anyone traveling outside of Walt Disney World in Florida, you might see a little river otter that's kind of like moving around. Do not approach the otters. They are nasty little guys.
Okay, what
and
happened to you?
Oh.
They no. I mean,
my
they can carry
gosh.
diseases, but they are not. They're not the cute otters that you see like in Finding Dory, and that you'll see if you're traveling on the West Coast around the Monterey area. Those are the happy ocean otters. The river otters. They're nasty little buggers.
Mean, spiteful otters.
Yes, and you will also see them as roadkill a lot because they just cross the road for random reasons.
Oh my god.
So yeah, just be wary. Not all otters just roll onto their backs and say, "Cuddle
Pet me."
cuddle, otter cuddles."
Oh, we call our kitty and one of our kitties an otter pot because he lays on his back all the time, just in the middle of the house, and he looks like an otter when he rolls over on his back.
Aw.
He totally looks like an otter, so we call him an otter pot.
Cool.
Random.
Nope, nothing's random on this show.
Pet
I'm
size.
looking. I'm currently on the app. A cupcake update. I'm currently looking on the app, and they are not found in mobile order. So I don't know if they've taken away
Denny.
the
Oh my
Wilderness
gosh.
Explorer cupcakes or not. But I'll go over and find out.
Oh man. Well, I'm going there after we're done with these shows so I can get photos of all this thing. So
Okay.
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 But I'm not going to get it. I don't want them cupcake. Okay, we're moving on to number 5. It's tough to be a bug. Discover what it's like to be a bug in this 3D film inspired by the Disney Pixar film A Bug's Life. Some creepy crawly moments in the dark. And there's nothing that Rhino loves more than creepy crawly moments in the dark.
Oh my goodness.
Especially when you have the little oven and you can make them yourself.
Well, no, you get under the blanket with your friends and you just creep and crawl around under the blankets. It's fun.
Yeah. It's tough to be a bug.
Yeah, I understand that
Yeah,
part, but
okay.
not the blanket with the friends thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like the worst sleepover ever. I would have called my mother and had her pick me up at 2 a.m.
Yes.
Right now.
It feels
Oh,
a little.
gosh.
It feels a little. You're not going over that house anymore.
Uh-huh. I remember those phone calls. Wow, what a flashback that is. Can you please come and pick me up? I'm trying to sleep. What?
Is everyone pulling out deep-rooted memories now?
Yes,
Is the
I
pro-
think so.
Oh, no.
We have slumber party trauma.
Yeah, we do. Yes.
Does anyone want to say anything
My-
about the attraction?
so
Tough to be a bug.
I love It's Tough to Be a Bug, you guys. I love it. So it was one of the first animated films that both of my kids at the same time sat and watched and enjoyed. Like, it was so hard to get them both to sit in front of the same movie and watch it. And this one did it. They loved it. So when we saw It's Tough to Be a Bug over at Disneyland, they were so excited. Well, California Adventure. They were so excited to see it here in Animal Kingdom. And they just were beside themselves that it was a theater under the big tree. And they were, I mean, it's really fun memories. And I think we've only seen it just a couple times, but really cool. I think it's cute.
I think it's cute too, and I kind of, but it does surprise me every single time I do it.
Yeah.
How scary it actually is.
Uh-huh.
Like frightening.
Yes.
For children.
Yeah.
Little ones, unexpecting
Jump.
people, and it kind of makes me laugh a little bit when they all go. "Oh,"
Yeah.
you know,
And
when the
it's
bugs-
coming.
But yeah, it would be interesting to talk about eventually what we would suggest replace it.
Yeah, the same thing, because it's like, what, 24
Yeah.
years old
Yeah.
almost now.
No disrespect to the movie, but
Yeah.
let's.
But it
what
like
could,
the attractions do age
Yes.
and eventually have to.
They do.
That's the
I
thing. I
mean-
feel like it's pigeonholed into like a specific thing, right?
Yeah, well, it's pigeonholed into a tree
It
of
is.
life. And the hard part with the show is that I feel like the show necessarily doesn't need updated. Definitely the technology inside needs updated in terms of like the projector. It looks rough in there. But that Hopper animatronic, I mean, it is still something else. And
Yeah.
that was what they used to tout in all like the Discovery Channel specials of those days where it's you have to come here and see a Hopper. It's our most intricate animatronic that we have. And I mean, it's still beautiful, but then the rest of the show just doesn't I go in and I always am like, why don't I do this more often? But at the same time, too, I also sit all the way at the edge of the seat because I don't want that stinger going in my back.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate that part.
Yeah.
It hits me right where my back hurts all the time, and I'm always like, I've been stabbed.
Oh.
There was a snake in your boot.
There's
That's
a
all you
snake
can
in
say.
my boot.
Cochow. Okay, we're going to move on to number 6, Discovery Island Trails. Discover the many animals around the Tree of Life. And
Animal
Denny, this is where
crackers
you
in
can
my
see animal highlights such as otter, cotton-top tamarin, and lemur. And then technically you could just look at the Tree of Life and be like, oh, I found an animal there, and I found an animal there, and I found an animal there. You can discover lots of animals. And the Discovery Island Trails feel like, it's probably of all the different trails at Animal Kingdom, I think this one gets the least attention, but you know what? It's a nice relaxing walk. Nice stroll. So why not do it? Tell me.
Well, and originally Pocahontas was down there. You can meet Pocahontas, which was really cool. It was kind of nice theming wise that you had to kind of navigate the trail to be able to find her and meet her. But this is one of those layers that if you're just rushing from one attraction to the other, if you're trying to get over to Flight of Passage or Expedition Everest when it's up and running, you're going to miss this. And this is part of the park's charm.
We missed it the first couple times that we visited Animal Kingdom because
You didn't know.
we just didn't know. We didn't realize that was a thing to go do. So
Well, another thing that happens like at the base of the Tree of Life in the morning is they do the good morning with the Macaws, aren't they macaws?
You know, I'm not a bird guy, so
And they're so beautiful and colorful, and they swoop in low over the crowd and then zip around Discovery Island and then zoop back, and they'll completely catch you off guard if you're not on the lookout. But they're beautiful and loud, and it's just another really cool reminder of what this park's focuses.
I'm not afraid of birds. There's so many to memorize that it's like the same thing with dogs. Like I don't want to bother to memorize all these different breeds, and
you can't be bothered.
Don't you dare put birds and dogs together in the same category.
There's a lot of, I know, like I'll choose of all the letters in the alphabet, I'll memorize one dog breed on each letter, and then once I get through, it's done.
Is there a dog breed that starts with a Z?
So he doesn't know golden retrievers and German shepherds. Yeah. Only one or the other.
One or the other.
Unfortunately, that is the case. I am just hearing what you're saying now for the very first time.
Look at that yellow German shepherd. Where's it going? It's for so long.
I cannot be bothered. I need to stress that enough. But
Nope.
okay,
That is funny.
we are going to keep this episode moving right along, and we're going to our number 7, 8 Spoon Cafe. We're in the dining now, and 8 Spoon Cafe. It got my highest recommendations. 6 months, 9 months ago, when I went and did a dining review there. There was macaroni and cheese, and there was that pulled pork donut sandwich. I think that's what I had there. I'll be honest, I don't quite remember now exactly what I ate. Yes, it was a pulled pork jelly donut sandwich, and it was yes. I went by myself, and I enjoyed it by myself, and it was very, very good. So, did I eat the whole thing?
Of course you did.
Denny,
Forgive me.
leave no man behind. That's what I say. It's Rhino and I, when we get together and we do dining reviews, usually the side dish is either chips or French fries. And every single time we say, we're not going to eat the French fries. We want to stay trim. We don't need the French fries. And by the end of it, every single time there are 0 French fries left. It is like clockwork. And we do this thing where we're like, no, you can have the last of them. And then it's like, okay, I'll eat that one if you eat that one. I'm starting to think that we're kind of a couple, even though we're both in other relationships. But
That's what it sounds like.
it
You're a
is,
work
yeah,
couple.
it's starting to sound a little weird like that. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
8 Spoon
Doesn't matter.
Cafe.
Yeah, I said my piece with it. Did anyone else have anything to say about it?
I've always wanted to try this. I never want to have macaroni and cheese, hot, creamy macaroni and cheese in the animal kingdom.
Yeah, same
It's
here.
just not. I think of Steve every single time I see it. I go, oh, macaroni and cheese, Steve Porter. But then I don't necessarily want to eat it at that moment.
It's never open when I'm there. It's never like an option.
I mean, I guess I know all the right times to go there. But one that I don't see open as often, which I do want to go there, in coming in at number 8, we have the Smiling Crocodile, which right now their menu is pulled pork street tacos, chicken street tacos, and street corn tacos.
Another
Rhino,
one that's
street
never
corn
open when I'm
tacos.
there. I don't know. These are
corn
never
tacos?
open. Or maybe they are open again finally, and I had given up before.
I don't know. We do travel at weird times where it's like after 3 or 4 o'clock when a lot of those booths kind of start to shutter up for the day. But no, it's one that I've had on my eye on it. And usually when I walk up there, it's just a little too busy. So I kind of turn around and get away from that. But street tacos, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah, for
tacos.
real.
Yeah.
Those are fun. I've never eaten there,
Okay.
I'm going to try now.
but I'd go there for street tacos.
Put it on my tab. That's what I say. Okay, moving on to number 9, we have the Feeding Ground, which I had to look up what this one was, and apparently it's just a popcorn stand. But you know what?
Oh, okay.
People need the corn.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Okay. Okay. Coming in at number 10, we have Flame Tree BBQ, a quick service restaurant serving up barbecue favorites. Again, another restaurant that the last time I ate there, I looked at it pretty favorably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it too.
Yeah, we've eaten there a couple times, and it's so good every time. I love the different seating areas that they have there.
Me too.
It's just so cool to just kind of pick your favorite, and it's shady, and comfy and just a lot of seating.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not eating something, there's always plentiful seating back there.
Yeah.
So, there've been moments where I just need to sit down or I need to work on something that I'll go and find one of those shaded spots by the water or by a fountain. It's nice.
Yeah. That's so good. Did there used to be, gosh, this is so bad. My memory is so horrible. I seem to remember the first time that we visited Walt Disney World. I seem to remember when we were having lunch there that we could see some kind of a parade. Did there used to be?
The parade has not been there for years and years.
It's
but
been a lot
technically,
of years, but
you could have, if you kind of sat towards like the outside of the seating section, you would have seen where one of the turns was for the
Jam and Jungle.
Jam
That's
and Jungle
what it
parade.
was. That's what it was. Yeah, back in
Same with Pizza Fari. Pizza Fari had some outside dining that you could see the parade.
But we couldn't see it well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't see, like it wasn't I wouldn't recommend it that it was a spot to watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that. And the kids were jumping up and down by the fence and just loved that. It was fun.
The only thing I'll say about Flame Tree is it's definitely not the best barbecue at Walt Disney World,
That's
but
true.
it actually also isn't something you should just skip necessarily too. Like if you're a fan of barbecued style meats, the rotisserie chicken and the ribs and all that, then just, if it's what you're in the mood for while you're at the park, give it a shot. I mean, it's really hard to get steered wrong in terms of food at Animal Kingdom unless you choose Restaurantosaurus or Pizza Fari. Other than that, it's kind of all hits. No deep cuts. Right, Rhino? No? Okay.
Ants go marching.
There you go.
It's relevant
Not the
to
name of the
Animal
song. Not the name of the song. Okay, coming in at number 11, we have Isle of Java.
That is
Yeah.
golden.
That's where you'll find a lot of seasonal treats. So if there's something special that's being offered, you'll be able to find it at Isle of Java.
I could live there.
Yeah.
I love that place.
Jackie, do you know what it is?
It's Starbucks,
No.
Nope.
isn't it?
No.
No,
It's
just a little booth.
I thought it was.
But
I'm
it's
confused.
it's a Disney coffee booth. It has funky hours, so if you go in the late afternoon, it's never open.
Yeah.
And that's usually when I'm there and I go, "Oh man."
It's always you
But
walk
yeah.
up 10 minutes after it closed. You're like, oh, guess I'm not
exactly.
getting that seasonal item today.
They're
Yeah.
rolling down the shade in front of the window.
Why was
And
I
that's it.
thinking that was the?
That's Creature Comforts.
That's right.
Hey,
was
no
Starbucks.
skipping ahead.
Sorry.
No skipping ahead.
Sorry.
We do the list in order.
But yeah,
Or we don't
Isle
do
of
it at all.
Java is good. It's good. If you're there
I'm
in
sorry
the
to call you out on that, Jackie. It
That's
just
okay.
you were.
You need to.
It was just the way you were smiling a bit. I'm like, I don't
She's
think
just
it's
gonna
like
stand
one
at
of
the
those
front of the booth.
places that it's like, guys, I really like this is my spot.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
Just standing right here.
Yeah.
I had creature comforts.
We're getting there.
Pictured in my head.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We are getting there, but before we go there, we have to go to our number 12 spot, Tiffins Restaurant. Of course, one of the signature dining experiences at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's a fantastic restaurant. I wish I could afford to eat there more often. I've never had a bad meal there.
I've
though.
never eaten there, but I hear good things.
Me neither. I've
So,
never
what's
eaten
your
there.
favorite thing there? Like, I hear good things about the butter chicken. Have you had that?
I have not had the butter chicken. I've only eaten there 3 times. One time it was when they had the fried fish on the menu, like that they also had at or they still have it at Jungle Skipper.
Okay.
And I had that there. I've had a steak there before that was very nice. And then I'm trying to think of what the last thing I had there was. It was for a media event, but they also fed us as well too.
Okay.
So, but that was a long time ago. Rhino was there with me. We did that Lion King Day. That was so long ago.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like, I feel like they gave us really good, I mean, I don't want to talk about it because it was like they made food for us, but it was like they gave us those little dishes or whatever were also good.
Yeah.
Cute.
I feel like I had octopus there that day.
Yes, they did have octopus on the
Okay.
menu because I remember doing a dining review one time too, and someone
We
got
went
octopus.
with Pete one
yeah.
time. The one time I went for like an actual meal in the restaurant, I remember it was way back when he was on the kick of having the like weekly team dinners or lunches and stuff like that. And so I think that was like one of the first ones we tried it out because Kathy was there too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, because it's just for Kathy.
The lunch was for Kathy?
Well, I mean, it's like I don't know where I'm going with that.
Not sure. Were you making a Kathy the cartoon joke? Like,
No.
wah.
No. I don't know
what
where I
Kathy
was going
says.
with that, to be quite
Mondays.
honest.
That's Garfield.
No, that's Garfield.
Mondays.
Kathy's she's a down on her luck business woman.
I don't know. I don't read Kathy. Was Family Circus?
Oh,
your best?
I know who you're talking
Okay.
about with the
Me
haircut.
too.
She had the bangs and the
Yes.
hair and the hair.
Uh-huh.
She had bangs and hair. There it is.
There you go.
I
Did
thought
I
you would
ever
know
stop
Kathy
and
right off the top of your head.
read
I
it?
mean,
I remember
wow.
that.
Wow.
That was a comic in the Sunday paper.
Yes, it was.
I used to do that silly putty on the comics. Did you ever do that?
Cathy, Kathy.
Yeah.
No, she had no bangs.
I'll
Forgive me.
pronounce the C more
Yeah.
next time.
Kathy with a
Kathy,
C.
our Kathy is K.
Kathy.
Yeah, no
Versus
bangs.
Kathy.
Kathy didn't have bangs. Sorry.
Fantastic.
She has great eyelashes, though.
Well, you know what? Eyelashes make the person. That's what I always say.
When
Manners
people-
maketh the person, eyelashes maketh the man.
Exactly. There we go. So Tiffins, obviously, I think it's a great restaurant if you have not been to it. But the place that we end up more often or not as our number 13 on the list, Nomad Lounge. Why are you laughing?
It's not related to this, but because my computer's open, my mom is texting me an insane thing, but she just wrote, but next time you could say I felt guilty because I came from a single parent household because my mom worked like a beast and was super sexy with her money. And she wrote, oh my God, I'm dying laughing. Not sexy. No, she's trying to back up about it.
Super sexy with her money?
I'm thinking she's about to
All
tell
right,
me
Rhino's
what she did
mom.
at her part-time job.
Gosh,
Dancing at a
Sandy.
Pizza Hut.
She's hired.
Oh my God. She's meant savvy and she wrote sexy.
Oh, savvy. What a word choice
Well, she
to go
changed
for
it to
savvy.
saxy, and I was like, a saxophone player is all I'm thinking about now, too.
Well, I would have went with like sensible. I'm very sensible
I don't
with
know
my
what she's
money. I
doing.
mean, savvy works too, but you're leaving that up to the autocorrect gods. With that one,
So-
clearly it did
That's
not work
interesting.
out.
I'm going to frame this message, though.
Uh-huh.
Tell him your mom was super sexy with her money.
She was trying to say it's
She used
sexy
to take
be
you to
savvy.
Disney World.
Savvy. Yeah.
That's where all that sexy money is.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness gracious. Nomad Lounge, awesome place to sit and relax. Rhino loves the drinks here. He loves that Tempting Tigress.
That's, Nomad Lounge, yeah.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
is Nomad Lounge. And you know what? I love this place too. Usually, if I want beer at Animal Kingdom and I don't want to trek all the way into Pandora, I will actually stop and get a beer here because you don't have to, all the food options as well as the drinks, you don't have to sit down and have them. You can actually get them to go.
Can you
So,
really?
yes, you can. You just walk up to the sidebar and they will give you anything to go, including food.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, they also have actually a pretty extensive, I feel like, little appetizer list to choose
Yes.
from. Like
Yeah.
there was a bread service I think you can do, and there's always these like sliders or.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like they also have a lot of featured. They'll have a lot of the like specialty like 50th anniversary stuff and things like that in there.
I feel like they're pretty pricey though.
The price
are.
didn't used to be. It was like
Oh,
when
yeah?
it first became a thing. I feel like that Tempting Tigress, you could go there and get it, and it would be like, I don't know, somewhere around like $11 or $12, and now that drink's up to like 16 or 17. So it's kind of the point because then tip on top of it, you're like paying the $20 a drink. But drinks are expensive at Disney too. But
They are.
it's
but
not
also,
the cheapest place, but the drink is my favorite mixed drink on Disney property, and I think it is 100% worth it.
And
That drink.
I will say too, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I feel like if they do up the prices there ever so slightly every now and then, people will go here and just sit for hours. Like it was one of, I believe it was one of Charles's favorite spots where he would go and just drink
Yeah.
coffee there all day.
Yeah.
And so it's sometimes,
He likes
depending on the time of day, it was hard to get a spot there. So if it's a little on the pricier side, you're not going to sit there and have 3 or 4 or 5 drinks. Where
Right.
maybe you would have if it was $10. It's you get out of it a lot easier than if your bill goes up to $50 after 2 drinks and 1 little appetizer. So
Right.
it's it might be a way to help ease the issues of getting a spot there because
That's
it's
true.
It's always just so busy.
If you're not a drinker, too, I do believe they have a
They do.
slew of non-alcoholic or zero ABV drinks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're really good, and they're all just as themed as the specialty cocktails because I mean, if you're there for a mocktail, you want it to be fun and themed to the location as well. And they did that. And everything. When we went, we ate a ton of the. We just ordered a bunch of the different appetizers because it ended up being dinner that night, and we were there at dusk. It was beautiful, and we just we said, "Yep, we want one of those and those and those and those and those." And it was all really, really good. So the 50th anniversary celebration chili dog has grilled sausage, venison chili, and pickles, and it's really, really good. So sliders were great, the whole 9 yards, and the bread service as well. So it is a neat place all the way around.
I prefer the whole 10 yards, but
the whole 10 yards. Yeah. Well, and you can also
Matthew Perry movie.
Yeah,
you can get a spot through the app as well. Kind of, you know, just your little digital place in line, and they'll let you know when to make your way.
And if you can't, again, just get your stuff to go and sit on the outside section of Pizza Thari, and you're like still basically there.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Hot tip from Craig.
That's
Hot
it.
tips.
Right.
Hot
Yeah.
tips. So, well, speaking of Pizza Thari, coming in at number 14, we have Pizza Thari. And, what did I have at this one? This one was the one that I had the chicken sandwich because I didn't want to get the pizza there for. And I did say with that, you know what? If your family wants to go to Pizza Thari and you don't want the pizza, at least that chicken sandwich is something that can hold you over a little bit. But Pizza Thari, I mean, every Walt Disney World park needs that little pizza place. And this is the one in Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
This is it.
That's the statement.
The
Puffy
kiddos
pizza.
always love those little pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
They love them.
Yeah, I haven't had the chicken parm sandwich yet, but I've always kind of got that in the back of my mind just in case.
It's no
I end up
Pizza
there.
Hut.
It's
no
no
Pizza
Pizza
Hut.
Hut. But you know what? If Pizza Hut could insert itself into Pizza Thari, I would probably go there every single time. Who needs
gosh,
the flavors
yes.
of worldly foods when you could just have Pizza Hut?
Right.
Yeah, I actually haven't eaten here in like years. It was like, I think my aunt was down or something, and it was like, so this is like probably over 10 years or something. I don't remember the last time. Just gets a bad rap. I don't have pizza at Disney a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Just thinking about it.
change
Blaze.
up.
I usually
Blaze,
go to
yeah, I was
Blaze.
going to say Blaze for sure. But now I'm like, I don't think I've really had it anywhere else.
I would suggest going to the Pizza Ponte.
Yeah, I'm going to. I
Because
know
that pizza is
spoke highly of it.
fantastic.
I am so wanting pizza right now.
Guys,
No,
I have an update
seriously.
about the Pizza Hut too
Okay.
that I'm going to wait till the end.
Okay,
to,
yeah, wait
to offer us.
Wait for that. Wait for that. I actually, and I'm not like I get the chance to go back on Star Cruiser again, and more than anything, I'm excited about is that I get to have the little pizza that's in the Sublight Lounge
Oh, yeah,
again
that was
because
good.
that might be the best pizza at Walt Disney World.
Wow.
It just maybe it was after long days having that like
It's nice and greasy.
salt and grease kind of re-entering your body. I don't know, but it just hit the spot.
Oh.
Looking forward to it.
Just bring a bag and put some in the bag.
Oh no, I'm bringing Tupperware for sure.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a lot
Yeah,
of
that was
Tupperware.
smart. I regret not taking
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna need
I
you to
really
bring me some of
do.
the snacks from the lounge
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
I'm-
the you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the ones
I-
that are wrapped up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to bring my 64-ounce growlers and go into the the blue milk.
Oh,
Don't
geez,
mind
yeah.
me. And they're
Fill
like,
it up.
sir, come on. There is a limit.
You just bring your one from your room, and you got to take a
There
funnel
you
and
go.
just
Yeah,
start
and I'll
funneling
just
it out
keep-
in your
oh
room.
my gosh.
Just keep going back, and they'll be like, "Sir, we've noticed you've been taking copious amounts of milk back to your room."
But I'm
Are you
also going to
okay?
make it like really difficult too, and I'm going to do it like when you're siphoning fuel from a car. I'm going to get the hose and like.
Oh my goodness.
Toss up blue milk.
Oh, I thought that's what the glass bottle was for. It's not for milk.
It's for water.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh, okay. That was
I'm like,
Craig.
oh,
You
I
were
thought-
channeling Craig.
I was being Craig. Oh, I thought that's why you guys left that lovely glass bottle in our
Yeah.
room.
Hello.
For
You
milk.
silly jokester,
milk.
Jackie.
Sorry,
You're silly.
I'm silly.
Okay, coming in at number 15, Jackie's favorite spot. We're finally here. Creature Comforts. Jackie, why do you love Creature Comforts?
I have this love for round buildings. What? It's a circle. You know how it's a circle?
Yes.
I love that.
I
It's like a
know.
yurt.
Of all the ideas in all the world, I never would have thought
I got
that
a house
it would
for
have been
you
it.
somewhere.
It's like a
so
yurt
cool.
where you can have coffee. If I wasn't used to these guys just busting out laughing at
That
me,
is amazing.
I would probably have some.
I thought you were
going to
go for the coffee.
Well, it's but it's coffee. Of course, it's the coffee. It's always the coffee.
Wow.
But
Okay, so
the
wait.
fact
In
that
the
it's
the
the
town
shape
next
of
to
this
mine where I
building.
grew up, there was a house that was a circular house.
Oh.
And you know why it was all built in a circle is because the person who had built it thought that ghosts lived in corners. And so he built this whole house. He or she, I don't know, built this whole house. It was all circular. And they lived however much long. And then they built a barn in the backyard and died in the barn. And the barn was a square. So, Jackie, you might be onto something
my
here.
gosh.
She's sensitive.
Jackie.
I just think
That's
that
so
they're
cool.
just so cool looking. I always have. And so, because whenever I tell a story, I have to paint the entire picture. So, my love for creature comforts starts on the outside with the shape of the building. And then you just walk in and there's that wafting smell of coffee, which is quite literally one of my favorite smells in the entire world ever. So, I mean, I live for coffee. Like it's my
I see you
my
got Dunkin's
thing.
right here on the table.
I do because I have Dunkin' in my Yeti, but I needed to have more to refill it because I some days need a gallon of coffee, and I love that location. I only
That's so
wish
cool.
that there was. I only wish it was just a little bit bigger, or like there was a little like. You know how they sometimes those buildings have like a second layer that only goes out a couple of feet and it's all the way around and you can see it from the main floor. But I wish they had little bistro tables around where you could kind of sit in there and camp out because that would be I would go work in that location.
Oh,
I could get away
absolutely.
with it.
But no, you got to sit outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take your coffee and go. They'll also do like some of the, again, specialty snacks. Those will pop up in there as well.
Yeah.
So like the honeybee cupcake, things like that.
Oh yeah. And I love that they if you order a flat white latte there, they support the cotton top tamarins. I love that whole initiative ever since they switched over to I think it was ever since they switched over to being a Starbucks, or has it always?
I think, in fact, the only flat white I have ever gotten, I got at Creature
that one?
Comforts
Okay.
for that reason. Like,
Yes.
oh, I'm helping the monkeys.
Yes,
like,
I love
oh,
them.
look at me.
So
It
cute.
wasn't. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's. I
not
know
sweet.
it's slightly sweet, but it's not slightly enough. Like you got to add more for sure. But it definitely was interesting. But I think it's kind of cool that they're always focusing on animal conservation and stuff. So while Craig continues to laugh at me back there,
Awesome.
I'm sorry. Everything you said after I like it because it's round was just.
It was,
it's just one of those things.
I could have picked five
got
other
an aesthetic.
reasons.
I know.
And never realized that was the one you were going to go for. That's
I know.
so cool.
It's the first one. It's
It's
the first.
the architecture.
It
You're
is.
a Renaissance woman.
I feel like Jackie sees stuff like Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock. It's just like seeing everything in front of it. This building, it's round.
It's round.
It's round.
I automatically love whatever's
Love it.
inside,
That is so cool.
but I love it even more that it's coffee.
yeah.
I can't wait until one day when we get to talk about the tree houses at Saratoga Springs with you, Jackie. Why do you love those?
Oh, I super love those.
But why?
Because they're round.
Okay, fantastic.
And they're elevated.
Oh, that's
Yes.
the next level.
Yes.
Not just
Literally,
round, elevated.
next level.
Literally the next level. Yes.
Rhino
Second
got that one
floor.
late.
I took a minute. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Okay, we've got to move on. This is going long. Coming in at number 16, Terra Treats. Now, this is that little
Never
stand
open.
as you are,
Yes.
what I was going to say, Rhino, is you're making your way to Africa that's on the right, and it's never open. And I know right now there's a pizza menu, but here's
Yeah.
the thing that I'm confused about is because on the description of it, it says chow down on deep dish pizza and quench your thirst with a soft drink or beer. And then I'm looking at the menu, though, and the menu does have the pizza items. It says a tomato and cheese pizza slice or a pepperoni and cheese pizza slice. And isn't it hard to slice deep dish pizza? I mean, I know it still comes in a slice. Is this actually deep dish, or they
No.
just mess up with the menu?
I told you, we stopped and looked at it, and I told you it looks like they were selling Elio's pizza slices. You know, Elio's are the square rectangular, the awful ones you got at school lunch or whatever.
Yes.
Or you could go to my dad's house, and that's all he fed you there.
Gordon
mac and cheese.
Bombay, the Mighty Duck Man.
Gordon Bombay.
Yeah. Elio.
Gotcha. I see where you went there.
Thank you.
Anyway, it did not look like deep dish pizza. It looked like cardboard pizza.
Yeah. It's never open.
Yeah.
So, I mean, apparently it was the one time that we walked past it. I don't remember that. But then again, go back to the Kathy moment of this episode and see how my brain functions. And we'll kind of be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. But yeah, hopefully we can eat there at one point and say positive things about it.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what? That's that. So, okay, we're going to wrap up here with the shopping. We're going to combine this together for 17 and 18, only because Rhino recently did a shopping through both of these gift shops, and he says they should just be considered one thing, even though they're separated by a giant walkway in between and have
not those
different
two.
Merchandise. What?
The Discovery Trading Company and
Island
Mercantile.
That's-
the Riverside
Depot.
Those are one store.
Okay,
They're
you
one
are
building.
right. You
I
are
did
right.
3 buildings
They
at
are.
once. Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, so we'll wrap it all up with the shopping, though, because I don't feel like there's enough unique things to say about it. But Island Mercantile and Discovery Trading Company, those are our 2 listed ones. As Rhino pointed out, too, Riverside Depot is technically a name that's up above it. You know what? It's your shops that you have to have in any theme park. If we were at Hollywood Studios, it would be right there as you enter the park. And if it's on Magic Kingdom, it's right there as you enter Main Street USA. And if it's at Epcot, it's technically not there. It's more connections or what? Not connections. What's it called even more? Creations. I can't even be bothered to learn it. It's a C letter word.
Yep.
Sure. Rhino, get your mind out of the gutter there. But yes, every theme park needs to have their shopping to get those souvenirs that are just standard Walt Disney World ones or some specific Animal Kingdom things, 50th anniversary items. If you're shopping right now in the 50th anniversary, and if you're watching this years later, you're probably like, or listening years later, you're like, why do they keep talking about the 50th anniversary? I get it. It happened. Move on. But yeah, merch. Good stuff. Neat.
Cool. It's cool. It's fine.
Okay.
The video you did was great. I liked the guest appearances by Craig as he holds up different things and your reaction to the Coach collection.
Oh my God.
Hysterical.
Yeah,
So-
it just I couldn't believe how expensive it
Okay.
was.
Okay.
What?
We just have to say this. You saw the giant.
I
Coke
was
box
just going to
in
say
the-
yes. I meant to
Yes.
point it out yesterday, and you reminded
Yes.
me when you said it because I was like, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's
has to
gotta
be.
be.
No question.
Yep.
My friend was. I saw a picture of my friend the other day, and he was wearing the Mickey sweatshirt, and I was like,
Oh. I know how much that was.
somebody had a bonus. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Fantastic. Denny, anything to say?
I enjoy those shops. I like your idea, Rhino, that you mentioned in the video about going in the Riverside Depot end of the shop because the thing, I always walk in the middle. And so then I've got twice, I feel like it's just confusing in there.
You're backtracking.
Exactly. So from now on, I'm going to go in the Riverside Depot side of things and just snake through the store. There is so much stuff in that, because it is that shop that, like you're saying, Craig, that you've got to have in the parks. It's not just that shop. It's also all the shops you need to have smushed into one. Like if you're looking for trading pins, they're in there. Plush, they're in there. Your Mickey ears, that's in there. Plus any other collaborative collections that are out at this moment. Everything is just crammed in there. And it's nice and it's cool. And so if you need a break on your 95-degree day or you're looking for something really specific, surely you're going to find it there, including stuff that really shouldn't thematically be in that park. Those collections
Yeah, that's
are
out
also
the window
there.
now. Yeah,
So,
you need flower and garden stuff from Epcot, you'll find it there.
Weird.
Denny, I just want to congratulate you. You must have
Yes.
felt like you were at Casey's Corner because you just hit that one out of the park.
What? I couldn't
You
thought
must-
because she had a hot dog.
No, she didn't have a hot dog. We'll get to that later, I'm sure. But
Hot dog.
no, you nailed that. Thank you so much for so eloquently stating everything that's good about Island Mercantile Discovery Trading Company, Riverside Depot, all of that.
All of
It
the
was
things.
beautiful. But with that, we are out of things in Oasis and Discovery Island. And if you want an update on our future Pizza Hut franchise, you will have to just tune in next week, next time we go off the rails. But we are officially back on the rails. So thank you so much to the panel for having this I don't know what this was. I don't think it warrants
business
being
plan.
called a
was a
conversation,
discussion.
but it was something. It was definitely something, and we hope you all enjoyed every little bit of it out there, from the awkwardness of Kathy to the Pizza Hut planning to the little bit of info we actually gave you about Walt Disney World. If you did enjoy this and you want to support us more, again, you can always book a trip through Dreams Unlimited Travel. Get that free no obligation quote today at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave comments, questions, and video suggestions in the comments section. And if you are listening to this, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And if it's through Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave a rating and review. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of Off the Rails. We'll see you next time we go off the rails. Take care. Bye-bye.